So here's why improving education is so different from everywhere else. In education, the only way to improve is to stop people doing good things to give them time to do even better things. Very few teachers do anything that actually harms student achievement. So if that's the case, the only way to give teachers time to work on getting better is to stop them doing good things. And what is interesting, of course, is they resist even that. Because I say to teachers, I think you're spending too much time marking. And they say, are you saying what I'm doing is no good? No, marking is good. But just think that a different use of that time could have resulted in even more student learning. And that's the challenge, I think. That's why we need leadership from heads and from governing bodies. We need people to be saying, it's okay not to do this. Not because it's bad, but because there's a better use of the time. And because people aren't willing to say that, there's a lot of dishonesty around, and fundamentally nothing gets changed. So we have to be upfront and say, this isn't going to get marked. Not everything is going to get marked. And when the parents say, why have you marked this book? Why have you marked everything my child has done? We say, because there are better things we can do with our time. We could mark everything your child does. That means that we'd have less time to prepare teaching, and that means that the education your child would receive would be less effective. So the really challenging thing for leaders in schools is to create this culture where people accept that it's not laziness, that not everything gets marked. We can't do everything in schools. We can't mark all children's work and spend time planning. What we can do is to think carefully and explicitly about the trade-offs. So this extra hour, is it better to give it to marking or is it better to give it to collaborative planning? I don't know what the answer is. It may be different in different schools, but the important point is, I think that the reason people find stopping doing stuff so hard is because they still haven't really grasped the idea that you've got to stop doing good stuff.